No, literally, now you can just, on your business card, put a QR code to this episode, and people are like, what do you do? Just, it's easier.
These guys explain it.
Also, there's 5 minutes on donkeys, but you can skip that.
That's the most contentious donkey talk in my life.
It's been contentious in our house, too.
Contentious donkey talk is like an amazing concept. Like, if I had a blog, that's what it would be called. But contentious donkey talk.
.blogspot.com.
Oh, my God.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about, the BeatiDudes. Welcome to the BeatiDudes. Gentlemen, and some of you ladies, welcome. We're going to have an amazing day today with a guest from a faraway land. But first, let's just talk about the BeatiDudes. This is a momentum towards something meaningful for all men, regardless of where their marting place was. I was trying to get an alliteration starting place.
Marting, yeah, sure.
Okay, you lost me.
Momentum.
Yeah, no.
From their meridian.
Now that he's explained it, I see where he was going, but I did not follow the labyrinth of Jeff's mind.
Well, there you go. My name's Jeff. True story. Forgot to put on deodorant today, Paul. It hit me at lunch. I was like, wow. But it's when I finally took off my jacket, and I was like, oh, my gosh.
Can you put it back on?
Nobody knows how to do that.
Okay.
The guy smelling to my left is Paul Kolker.
Yep.
Gonna be talking like this the rest of the show.
And then you can't smell anything over that far away. Nick Bezner.
My nose isn't very good.
A lot of things about me today are not very good. And I want to share a story. Aaron Frei, welcome to the show, Aaron.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Thanks for having me.
This is the first part of the show.
Wow, that was like the
about
fastest we've ever introduced a
Well,
guest.
let's get that part of
Yeah.
the way.
Oh, my gosh. Make him feel welcome, Jeff.
I have two stories for you. One is about yesterday and one is about today.
Oh, good. You're going to be eating something while you talk.
Perfect.
You couldn't have waited 5
I want
seconds.
you to have the smell of the good breath to go along with whatever else is happening.
Okay.
Cancels out the BO.
Oh, I got an idea. Why don't I put these in my underarms? Stupid, Paul.
How did you read my mind?
No one's ever put a lifesaver in their armpit.
Unless they were actually drowning, in which case it'd be a real size lifesaver. Oh, he's doing it.
Let's see how that goes
Okay.
once it warms up. Okay.
Oh, that's minty.
Yes. Yesterday, I was in Phoenix, Arizona. Gave a keynote. You and I were texting when I was in Arizona.
Yeah.
I woke up in the morning and I was like pretty tired from the flight the night before, juggling flights, snowstorms, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But brother, I put in my contacts and I start working on the computer and I can't see a thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I must be more tired than I thought I was. So I make a pot of coffee and I'm downing this and I'm waiting for it to kick in. I can't see anything. So I'm like, oh gosh, I got to take out my contacts. I'm going to clean them up. I go to the bathroom, I take out my contacts and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can see pretty good. So I touch my eyeballs and I'm like, oh, I put my contacts on top of my contacts. I wish I could tell you that's where it ends, but I go over to my computer and I'm typing and I'm like, this is still kind of double vision. Certainly, I paid for these contacts. I started wearing them after 20 years. Like, certainly, they're supposed to be better than this. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I cover my left eye and I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. I cover my right eye and I'm like, whoa, what is this? I can't see anything. So I go in the bathroom and I take out that contact and I touch my eye and I'm like, what? I had 3 contacts in my left eye.
You could see the surface of the moon.
But not read the paper right in front of him.
I actually watched a couple of plants sprout from 2 blocks away.
That's it.
It's beautiful.
Enhance.
Oh my God.
Eagle eye.
I am so grateful that I had the peace of mind to start dissecting the problem, because there's a chance I would have ended up with so many contacts that I could never blink again.
I guess I should put my contacts in. I can't see anything. Let me put my contacts in.
It's contacts all the way down.
You need more contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my first thing. And my second thing is actually a good way to intro our guest. I walk into the big office and I was like, oh, we got to start hustling. Today's like everybody's kind of first day back from Snowmageddon or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Did you just wave at me?
No, there was a fluff in the air. I was trying to get it out of the way.
That was part of my smell. My smell's like Pepe Le Pew. It just lingers.
You can see it.
I literally have a mint underneath my armpit
Brother,
right now.
I saw you do that. I goaded you into that.
I know. So I literally walk in and they say, "Who's the guest?" And I go, "Actually, I've never talked to this person before. His amazing wife, Anna, who's in studio around in our, we have a live studio audience that if you either book persons, you can come be here, or if you pay a lot of money, you can come and sit there." She's on the first part of that. She could be on the second. We don't know where that's going to go.
Jeff's always selling.
Gotta be. So they said, "What does he do? What's this guy's deal?" And I go, "I need to go look at my notes, but it either has something to do with origami or stained glass." And they're like, "Really?" There was a visitor here for the first time ever. He goes, "You think this guy's coming because of origami?" And I'm like, "Dude, do you even watch the BeatiDudes? Like that would
Catholic
actually make
origami.
Look, it's a cross." Turns out, Aaron, do you do any origami?
No, I do not.
Do you ever fold glass into shapes?
I think that's a bad occupational hazard. I would not recommend it.
Right answer.
Yeah.
Right answer.
Do you know anything about stained glass?
I know quite a bit, but
Here we
yeah.
are.
So
I knew I was right.
That's right.
It was either this or
Halfway
that.
right. 50-50.
No. He only he removes the denominator.
He gave himself the out. He said or.
Yeah.
I was right.
Okay.
Yeah. Luckily, you're not like if somebody said, maybe he's just a finger painter and you've got it all wrong.
There's a possibility.
Aaron, you're a blessing to us because we know that we have higher numbers because you watch the show. Now we're going to have higher numbers because you're on the show.
Thank you.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you wore a suit to a podcast and one of the hosts put a mint in his armpit?
First time, Jeff. First time.
Well, that's the suit you get when you graduate from stained glass school.
No, actually,
Can you just lean back? Gosh, I don't need to hear the
crunching.
crunchings.
I'm trying to smell better.
this is the suit you get when you marry a very fashionable, lovely wife.
Oh, very good. I really
Nice.
like it.
Yeah,
Matching
thank
pants.
you. Yeah.
It's a suit,
So
Jeff.
I did
That's
not
how
have
suits work.
Not before I met Anna, they didn't. I did not have anything
So you-
matching.
you had blazers.
Yeah, that's right. No, but we like to call it. So my wife is a convert to the Catholic faith too, and when we first started dating, she was Lutheran, LCMS Lutheran, and I tried to take her to the most traditional, still Novus Ordo masses, and one of them was at a Carmelite convent. And after Mass, she pointed and said, "What is that?" And I said, "Oh, okay. Well, that's called the Infant of Prague." And she's like, "Tell me more." And I'm like, "I can't. I don't know exactly everything about this." So basically, Anna, I think it's, the older ladies in the Catholic Church like to dress up this doll. Forgive me for anyone who has devotion to Infant of Prague. I don't understand it, and I that's probably born out of ignorance. But we started talking about reading into it, and now whenever Anna dresses me up, I tell her she's Infant of Praguing me. That is,
That's amazing.
yeah,
You could literally make a men's clothing line called Infant of Prague.
yeah.
And it's just the women picks what you wear.
There you go.
Dress them up.
You must be female to check out here.
We put the fancy in infancy.
It's perfect. It's a men's clothing store, but you must be a woman to be a customer.
That's it.
Perfect.
Yep.
What's the name of the fashion that sounds like Prague?
Prada?
Prada. Infant of Prada.
There we go.
I literally couldn't come up with a dang name. I just knew it
Mostly
existed.
the same word.
Well, it's because the mint is leaching through your armpit right now.
The Infant of Praga.
Yeah.
Wait, did you go to college for stained glass?
No, you can't. They don't really exist. No one really can.
Okay.
They don't really exist. It's a very medieval kind of craft, and really you apprentice to learn at one of the fewer and fewer existing studios who have been around. We've been around for we're in our 128th year now.
You have your own studio.
Well, I was born into our own studio, right? So I'm the fifth generation to run the studio.
That's a dangerous place to give birth.
Glass
Give me the
studio?
forceps.
Yeah.
Not those forceps.
That's for the hot glass.
Yeah. So we anyway.
He's like, why am I here?
I signed up for this.
Did you book this?
I said yes.
She infant of podcasted you too.
Nice.
Infant of
Keep
just
it
means
going.
my wife
Yeah.
made me.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Yeah.
But what was your question?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
You were born into it.
Yeah. School. No, I went to the University of Dallas. Actually, I went to Catholic schools from preschool all the way through graduate school. I went to a parochial school growing up, then to a Marianist school, St. John Vianney in St. Louis. And then from there to the University of Dallas, did my bachelor's and then did my master's there as well.
What'd you study there?
Theology.
Okay, for both degrees?
Right, for both. Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty
That's
rigorous.
like as close to stained glass college as you could get. Like one of the.
Yeah, pretty close actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
and
mean,
then of course
maybe
we went over
history-
to Rome, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So then for that whole Rome
semester, yeah.
And that was in the Jubilee year. So that was 2000 that I was over there.
Nice.
So everything was open and everything was being shown off. It was a beautiful time.
You're older than you look.
I know.
Yeah, that's deceptive. I was like, no way.
He was there as an infant.
I do like to tell people I've been working at the studio for 34 years and just to see what they...
How old do they think?
Yeah. I started when I was 11, so...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That makes... Wait, but also, hold on.
What does that equal?
Yeah. So no child labor laws.
That's right.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
family business.
For family.
Playing with glass.
When you're dealing with molten hot liquids and solids, it's not how that works.
Good
but-
science.
It doesn't matter how old you are.
I was waiting for the next word there.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't, right? Yeah.
Nobody cares. What you're doing is dangerous. Period.
Nobody goes to college for this. You can do it at any age.
The qualifications you have,
And-
I do it.
AI can't take that job over. So get into stained glass,
right.
everybody. At least not yet.
Would you ever let a non-family member join the studio?
Oh, yeah. We have 10 that are non-family members. So
So
I actually
it's
work
bustling.
with 3 of my siblings and my father.
Okay.
So that makes 5 Freis in the studio. Oh, actually, we have like 10
Five guys.
I was about to get there. 5 fries, burgers, and guys.
Stained glass. Gosh, if you want to sponsor us, we've got a commercial ready to go.
Don't even need to workshop it.
Fanciest burger joint ever with the nicest stained glass.
all stained glass.
I mean, it'd be almost like, what was that, Pizza Hut in the 90s
Yeah,
that had
yeah.
the stained glass
Ooh,
chandeliers?
good
Yeah.
callback. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They actually in St. Louis, when the old churches get closed, we've received instructions from the Office of Worship to destroy what we do not take out in terms of stained glass, because those windows were ending up at Pizza Huts and pizza parlors all across St.
Whoa.
Louis. Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't know
So
I stumbled
our
onto-
Lady of Perpetual Help is at the front door of a Pizza Hut. You know, it's
You probably look like you're on some
Not
sort of
right.
like a holy war. You're going in there breaking all this stained glass. You're like, we hate Pizza Hut.
This is not for Mellow Mushroom. This is for no one.
Wait, did you have a chance? Would your family allow you to go be a CPA? Like, was this like you have to be?
no, they were
I
actually
mean, it's
pretty good about
140
it.
years old. Come on, what are you gonna do?
No,
Blow
actually,
it?
one of
Wait, do you blow glass?
we don't blow glass. That's all done for us in Europe.
You're not blowing it.
Don't blow it. Make it together.
No, actually, Dad, he didn't pressure us. He strongly encouraged us to go into the trade.
He heated you up to a liquid state.
You were so malleable at that point.
Oh boy, this is bad.
He said the
Could
light.
have been anything.
When I see you like this, the light shines through you. Is your dad gonna watch this?
Oh no, he doesn't know what a podcast is.
Okay, good.
He has a flip phone still.
I'm on Google. How do I find the internet?
No, he can't even I'm free to talk about him.
He's
he's
Oh,
not,
totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless one of
we
my
can talk about
employees.
super young and super old people as much as we want on
That's
here.
right.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah. And we don't know if it's behind his back because which way is he facing right now? He could be facing any direction.
No, but I still have to pull up the email for him. It's just a little too
He
much.
calls it the email too.
and the World Wide Web.
There we go.
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're doing medieval things, you just really don't have time for any of this
That's a great
newfangled
point.
technology.
It is, and then we do use that excuse a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
whenever
it's a fair-
technology, whenever I'm giving a presentation, and of course, the laptop's not working, I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but we are a 15th century trade.
Yes.
And it just every single time people are like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
So you're the reason our third camera went out tonight.
That's right.
That's right.
No, that's wow. Okay.
Hit it with an anvil.
Wait, so how does one's family find their way into this trade that then becomes a generational trade like this?
Yeah.
Like that's mind-blowing to me.
Right. My grandfather was asked that question a lot, and he said, "It sure helps when you don't know how to do anything else." I mean, this is what we grow up doing this, and everyone will try to escape for a short while. I mean, we all did.
You did a master's and stuff, right? So you were obviously leaning at least sort of away.
That's right. And so, and I had one of my siblings actually succeeded in not staying with the studio. He's an entomologist with the St. Louis Zoo.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
So,
It's very different.
I have a
Very,
cousin
very
that's an
different.
entomologist.
really?
What?
I have a cousin that's an entomologist.
Wow.
Yeah.
At the zoo?
She always loved bugs. No, she's a professor at NC State.
So it's not about the roots of words?
No.
Oh, people mix those up all the time and it really bugs me.
Oh,
Gosh, what a setup. Wait, we should have old people listening so that they think Paul's funny.
Man. Etymology, so close. That was really good. That was really good.
Thank you.
Etymology is pretty delicious.
What?
no.
Etymology.
Thank you for translating
You bet.
for Jeff.
You bet.
Oh, well.
Your grandfather, you were saying?
Oh yeah, no. It was so we all try to get away for a short while, but you do eventually come back and say that was really special. And I did the same thing. I taught for a number of years at Cistercian here, in just
nice.
a half mile away or so, and loved it. But after a certain time, I was talking to just thinking it over. I'm like, there are a lot of good theology teachers out there, but there are not a lot of good stained glass studios. And each time, I would return to this. It's like I know I want to serve the Lord, and I have been given this really beautiful opportunity.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Is it true that you, because your wife sent me a link, now also speak about this where you're combining your professor days and your knowledge and love of the craft?
Absolutely.
Who where do you give these talks?
Mostly churches, sometimes museums. I give a lot at seminaries, so do workshops. A lot of these
Is the thinking there,
seminaries.
like forming priests and
That's
like
right.
as they're going to be building churches or
Right.
renovating churches, kind of giving them some of that.
Right, or even something as so simple as understanding what artwork is in your church.
Appreciating what you have.
Appreciating what you have, because I cannot tell you how often I'll give a talk on the windows of a particular church. It's my first time being in there, and half the parish will say, well, I had no idea what these windows were even about. I'm like, but you've been residing with them for a while. And they are excellent catechetical tools, right? I don't think that's, there's a kind of a misnomer that that's all they are. It's like they're the Bible in glass, or they're the catechism in glass. I think that cheapens the power of beauty too much, and just how God reaches you through beauty itself. But so forming the young priests has been really a focus of mine, simply because for so long it was not being tended to.
Yeah.
Even in this, not just in the seminary, but even in schools. And to this day, sacred art is hardly given its due credit, and even a graduate art program, for goodness sakes. I mean, it's really...
For like 20 years, we had to teach people how to run the projector in the circle church that they were in. So that was a pretty important part of formation in the church.
The circle church.
Where you look down on the altar from the third rail.
Well, no, but doesn't it? I mean, it does make more sense to emphasize like Jackson Pollock and some of the more recent artists. Yeah, expressing the wildness of their unconscious
Stay strong,
minds.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Don't fall for this.
I'm getting really close.
There's a great
To
painted
falling.
church in Lindsay, Texas, where I grew up.
Oh, we did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've
yeah,
been
that was,
there?
No, he did it.
My family did the windows there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's German saints.
The renovation was like 12 years ago, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wait,
Amazing.
so what other churches?
All
have
of
you-
them. He's the only company, guys. Have you figured it out yet?
No, this would have been my great-great-grandfather.
This is a precious
did that.
commodity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a
Yeah.
beautiful
So
church.
originally back in like 1917 or whatever it was, and then
it's got a lot of Romanesque kind of almost Bernese style painting.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll trust you on that one.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Can you explain a little bit of that, just real quick? Like some of the you mentioned these styles of art.
So like Romanesque is your typical Roman vault is kind of a half circle,
Yep.
right? So there's going to be
Lot
a
of
lot
arches.
of arches of that nature, and also very characteristic within Romanesque architecture is banding. So you have a solid color, white, a different color. So you have a lot of that too. Now the Bernese was actually a school of art that came out of Belgium. Back in the late 1800s, and it was a little bit flatter painting, but also on the walls, so murals, not stained glass, but brighter colors, so legibility from a distance. Because a lot of these paintings, especially in this church, they're viewed from 60, 70, 80 feet away. But the style of glass in this particular church is called Munich pictorial.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what my great-great-grandfather brought over from Bavaria.
And that makes sense because we're all German.
That's right.
Heritage in Lindsay.
Yeah. Yeah, my great-great-grandfather cleaned up on the German towns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
did.
Absolutely.
I'm going
Yeah.
to just scroll through Germantown churches in Texas, and you can tell us all these specific details because your brain is an iron trap. Unless you went and did research on Bezner ahead of time. That's amazing.
No, I didn't. No. Actually, I've been meaning to get to this particular parish for a long time. Because when they were doing the renovations, it was brought to my
You
attention.
need to know
show
my
there.
dad. My
Yeah.
dad, my dad gives tours all the time.
Yeah.
Like he would love this.
I want to actually take the tiny table on tour to do like churches in small towns where we get like different people. And then
awesome.
I
We
was
need a
just
sponsor.
talking to
Who's out there?
you. I also was just talking to a former guest of ours. He was on the show. It's Raining Catechisms and Dogmas, which actually performed really well for being a stupid name.
Hey, I came up with that name. What?
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
great
pretty
name.
stupid.
It's a great name. It's a great name.
Let's just call it what it is.
It's silly. It's silly.
Silly. But the point I'm trying to make to this is that guest, it's Aaron. He's also Aaron. There's two of you. He's working on this sustainable pharmaculture thing. And anyways, he was showing me the property drawing and I'm like, dude, let's get a 1,000-foot extension cord and let's do BeatiDudes in the middle of a meadow. We're all sitting around this thing facing the same direction like we're at a Chili's, except for it's just nature. That would be awesome.
I actually love that.
Show 500 or earlier.
Sure.
But if we get to 500, when we get to 500, if is a stupid word. When we get to 500, Meadowlark, BeatiDudes.
Watch out.
Okay, back to you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, wait.
Wait, just kidding.
Just kidding. Just back to us. Aaron, do regular consumers who don't have church buildings buy your stuff? Like, could I buy your stuff?
No.
Gosh.
If I wanted a chapel in my backyard, like if there's a good
Ooh,
purpose
you're
for
giving
it.
him
Right. So we are doing, it's become a lot more common where, and I think it's a beautiful development within the Catholic Church where you do have a better understanding of wealth and how to use it as a gift for others. So there's a beautiful family in Wyoming that we're doing their private chapel for.
Okay.
and they've got thousands of acres in just the most beautiful mountainous area. And they're using it as a retreat for priests of the area and for families. So we're doing that. But by and large, we only work for churches or museums, synagogues, universities, hospitals. So large installations. Yeah. So nothing retail. We actually, our studio is hidden in the woods. We got 10 acres of woods in the St. Louis suburbs.
Hidden?
Yeah.
Right?
It's
awesome.
It's
Wait,
like a little
I don't even know what
treetop.
state you're from.
Missouri.
That's what you just said?
So it's St. Louis.
Okay,
yeah.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where that is.
There's probably
could
a
be
St. Louis,
anywhere.
Texas.
Could be anywhere.
There's a Paris, Texas, for goodness sake.
Come on now.
But
So
yeah,
you have to trek into the cabin.
I actually
studio?
live on the property at the
Yeah,
studio.
yeah.
So
Like Shrek.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Some mornings my wife will agree with this.
Like Shrek.
You appeal to the 80-year-olds. I appeal to the 8-year-olds, Paul.
I mean, that movie's 25 years old now. The original. So
I love it.
I'm sorry. Do you grow your own food and goats?
Oh no, we do grow some vegetables. My wife's been working on me to get goats and chickens and a donkey. And
You want
then
these things.
I said, what on earth? She has to justify, like, what are we going to have a donkey for? What purpose does a donkey serve for?
Stay with this, Anna. Do not give up on this.
he has donkeys.
I have donkeys. I put donkeys in Paul's backyards.
So how were you suckered into getting donkeys?
Oh, they're wonderful.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
The mini donkeys.
When the ice storm came, I was like, we need to make sure the donkeys are okay. I care about them so much.
Yeah, his kids
Really?
slept outside, but he was worried about it.
They can huddle up.
But what do they do for you? Like, what do? Are they
Do you
just
believe
pets?
in beauty?
I do.
Okay, maybe you believe in beauty, but do you believe in cute?
I am married. I am married to cute.
Ooh, good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Well,
Snap.
Our Lady of Deepwood, St. Louis over here. No, I think they're delightful.
Yeah.
They're actually just like the show Shrek, like they're funny.
Donkey.
See? That's funny. And they run around. Sometimes
They're kind of like big dogs. They like to be pet. Like
Yeah.
petted.
They're
Okay.
lawnmowers,
So
though,
they're-
right? Isn't that part of it?
if they were better at it, they're kind of suck at it.
But they. So they are in fact pets, though, right? That's what you're getting.
They
at.
don't come in the house.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed,
Anna?
Anna.
Gosh, Anna.
Yeah.
This is
Hey,
great.
Anna, for real, this is the way to get this to happen. Get miniature donkeys. See, I have 4 miniature donkeys. They're amazing.
Okay.
And then, listen.
Do you
when
guys
the
have packs of coyotes out here
Yeah.
too? You do.
Yes.
How do you prevent that?
miniature donkeys. It's the cutest thing you've ever seen. It looks like a race in between the real parts of the rodeo. The 4 donkeys are like trotting along, and the coyote's like this, like looking at them. But the coyote leaves, and the donkeys are like high-fiving each other.
Oh, they don't try to actually take down the donkey.
No,
It's
they're
the other way
afraid of
around. It's the
donkeys.
other way around.
Donkeys
yeah.
rule.
But there's packs of coyotes.
I have a pack of donkeys.
Yeah, donkey.
Okay, so
it's like-
donkeys-
if-
Just like a
okay.
football
if
game.
it was rock paper scissors, donkey beats coyote.
Thank you. No, that's why they exist. No, you're right.
I can't wait to clip this part out and try to use it to advertise.
Rock, paper, donkey.
Yeah,
Don't ever say anything besides donkey.
it's like donkey, coyote, bunny. You know, like
Yeah.
one beats the next.
The bunny beats the donkey.
Sure, faster.
Well, I mean, then it's talking about like, it depends on who's the recipient.
Just anyway. So stained glass.
Wait,
No, actually,
I do want you to grow things and buy things and have things.
Yeah.
For Anna's sake.
yeah.
Usually it's the other way around. Usually the man is like, let's get donkeys. And the woman's like, what are we going to do? But
Jeff, that was just you. You can't say usually when it was only from your experience.
I've got one data point I'm really convinced of. My own.
told you I was right.
Who takes care of the donkeys in your house?
The donkeys.
The donkeys.
yeah, they're
so you don't have to
self-
shovel up after
Look,
it.
it's not
or-
like chickens shovel up. They make more grass. It's poop.
Yeah.
You got 10 acres, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you could really rock it with that. Like they're like really easy animals to have, and they will protect anything else, including your family. Think about all the unrest in America. Those donkeys will keep. I don't want to make this political.
Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey, so that should be all the argument you need.
I don't know why you're so anti-scripture.
Well,
For a theology double major and masters.
My grandpa did stained glass like probably 40 years ago, and we still have it up at the house, but we had to add more panes to protect it.
Like a home. Yeah.
I don't
okay.
think it's at the same caliber.
Probably not.
No. He did Our Lady.
I want to know more about the process.
Yeah, I do too.
Like if you say, hey, okay, this church, average church, might be a project that takes you how long to do X number of, like, what is a typical engagement, something like that look
right.
like?
So typically a church will give us a call. It's really nice. That's part of the luxury of being one of the last stained glass studios doing what we're doing, is that we don't have to go out and really fight for attention.
Sure.
And then we set up a meeting, and I will explain or have like a seminar or PowerPoint presentation where I explain the principles of good stained glass design. No one, any church has never, there's not a single person on that committee usually that has ever commissioned stained glass, much less sacred art for that matter.
They're not like pushing back on your presentation.
No, they're not. Actually, it's a fun presentation too, because I just show them,
it's an education.
It absolutely is, and you're looking at beautiful images the whole time, and then I'm supplementing it, so I'll talk about just the medium of glass and how what are its strengths and its admittedly some of its weaknesses, and then how does symbolism play into this? Like what kind of theological program are we looking for in this church? Because it used to be that Father Smith would always be the one pulling out the theological program of the church. Back when my great grandfather was leading the studio, it was just the pastor. I want this, this, and this. It always happened to be his favorite saints.
Yeah.
Or his favorite scenes, all right? Or the other option was that it was always the patron saint of the donor for that window.
Yeah.
So in a lot of the German churches in the St. Louis area, you're like, why did they have Saint Ethelberga of Barking in this window? And then you look down at the donor plate and, sure enough, it's Ethel. Donated by Ethel.
That's a real saint name that you just said.
It is, yeah.
I bet your saint trivia is through the roof.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's really not. Yeah.
Not bad.
I do not want to go against you in saint trivial pursuit.
that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It should.
So getting back to like the process, then we'll come up with a theological program. So what are windows? What scenes? What's dogma or truths are we going to express through art in this church? And then we do watercolors and at a 3/4 inch scale. And upon approval of that, then we actually expand the image onto what's effectively just meatpacking paper, and we hand trace out that image to life-size kind of cutting and drafting, and we call it a cartoon. So we make lots of cartoons for each church, and then then it'll get cut out of mouth-blown glass. So almost all our glass comes from Germany, France, and Poland. So we don't actually blow the glass in our own studio. That is an entirely separate skill to learn, and it's gotten very specialized as well. There's really just maybe 2 or 3 amazing glass-blowing companies left in the world. And my wife and I went over there last year to Germany on a business trip, and I took her to see it. It's a mind-blowing skill, and the talent there is incredible. All these guys have big saggy cheeks from a lifetime of just continually blowing through this pipe. And mouth-blown glass, you're literally expanding it with your own breath. Wow! So it's really amazing. So we'll get that glass. Yeah, you should look up a video just on how it's made. It'll blow your mind. And then we'll get that glass shipped to us in big sheets, and we cut it down. Then we'll use metal oxides to paint on that surface. We'll fire that at around 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit, and then let it cool down. And then you assemble it. You glaze the window using lead, and then you waterproof it, and then you add steel reinforcing bars, and then you install it. And so by the end of any project, 6 or 7 different pairs of hands in the studio will have touched it and influenced its success. It's the most collaborative art form out there.
What is the reinforcing?
Yeah, so lead is one of the reasons we use it is because it's soft. It can wrap around and cushion the individual pieces of glass. That softness, though, comes with a cost in that gravity over time and the force from the weight of the glass will cause it to bulge. So a lot of these older churches, if sometimes you go in, you look at it, and it's like there's like bellowing in the windows. That's where the steel reinforcing bars were not included. They should have been, or those reinforcing bars have become detached. So it's kind of the skeleton, that's the strength of the window.
Can I see the steel reinforcing bars?
You can, yeah. But you know why you don't really notice it?
In the lead
it's
outline?
No, it's not in the lead. We actually solder it onto the lead itself. But you know why you don't really ever notice it?
Because it's 80 feet away.
No, even on windows like right up close to you.
Okay, I was
the
wrong.
sunlight. Yeah, you were very wrong.
First time wrong. Go ahead.
But the sunlight is so powerful as it comes through this glass, and your eye is really just absorbing the image, and those darker areas kind of act as silhouettes, and you don't notice it.
What?
Yeah. Go to the cathedral here in town, or the Fort Worth Cathedral actually has a bunch of my family's work.
Cool.
Stained glass there.
Great.
And you look at it, and you'll see these. Sometimes they're round, if that would be prior to 1930s. They were rounded bars. And then after that, we went to flat 3/8-inch steel rebar.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I mean, you got to believe this stuff is very involved.
Yeah.
But then you don't think like, who's doing it? It's not like you go down to the print shop.
Somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
This guy, his family.
That's right. That same truth, it strikes me every time like I go across a beautiful old stone bridge. And like someone really did an incredible job and spent extra effort to make this look beautiful. And I always say, my wife and I, we love to go on walks. And St. Louis is a very historic city, so it's kind of the brick capital of the Midwest. Most of the buildings in the St. Louis city area are actually made of brick. And just noticing how the brick's laid in every house is somewhat different. And it was the Germans who were the actual brick layers.
Yeah.
So the Italians would mine the clay. The Irish were the ones that brought the bricks to the Germans, and then the Germans were the ones who actually laid the brick in a very artful way. Wow. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He said that watching the Germans make this was mind-blowing. I was thinking about a German saying, mind-blowing.
Like glass blowing.
Yeah, that's right.
So a 6, like if a typical stained glass window might be, I don't know, 6 feet tall and
Nick's so over hanging out with me at this table.
a couple feet wide, like that to make that would take. I mean, how do you think about that?
$1 billion.
No, not the cost, just like the process, right?
You know,
It's
it depends on
hours,
how much,
man-hours,
right?
yeah.
6 feet by 2 feet. It depends on how much painting. You know, some glass we will do very elaborate painting, like the Fort Worth Cathedral windows are. That's the Munich style, and that a face could take anywhere from 40 to 60 hours to paint because you're painting it in different layers, and you have to fire it, and you have to paint another layer, and you have to fire that. Wow! So there's a lot of time and it's not like painting on canvas either.
Right.
It's totally different process. So it's that answer is always really hard, Nick.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to answer because the different complexities of each style will lead it. But I would say, a lot of these churches we do, let's say there are 20 windows, from the first call to the installation, that's years.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking 3, 4 years.
Wow.
That's how long it took us to get you here.
Yeah.
That's why we started the show.
This is the only thing that I've ever put this much time into that's beautiful. The BeatiDudes.
You have 7 children.
I didn't. They're made by, like, come on, man. Cellular, whatever it's called, splitting.
Replication.
Yes.
Mitosis and meiosis.
Mitochondria and Lorelei. Like, that's what I call them.
It's gonna be the name of her biography.
But a lot of time is to answer your question.
Yeah.
But I think these questions that can't
like,
be answered are so illuminating.
Yeah.
Like, your non-answer is an answer.
Well, and it's a good answer. It's a good answer. Don't disregard what Jeff just said. That was a great answer. It was not a non-answer.
Well, no, like, you can't actually give
it's
the
hard
answer.
to give an answer.
Yeah.
I was serious.
That's the problem.
You should stop.
Do you have like a favorite project or a favorite piece, or do you always focus on a certain aspect or piece, like the face, or I really prefer to work on the iron?
Yeah,
or
is there a specialty?
Yeah. So everyone does kind of naturally gravitate to one niche within the stained glass process.
Yeah.
At our studio, we kind of require everyone to get their hands dirty in every stage of that process because it helps your understanding of ultimately what your skill is.
Yeah.
Knowing the whole process informs a better understanding. I myself was the stained glass cutter for around 10 years.
Okay.
And that I enjoyed so much. And it was basically looking at, the colors of the rainbow in glass, and they all have these different textures, even if they're similar colors. So you're looking all day at this beautiful material, and you get paid for that. And then you also get to exert some really lasting influence in the architecture of a parish life, of a diocese. I mean, how many people can, say, I'm repairing my great-great-grandfather's windows? It's a touchstone. Like I can feel the antiquity of the faith and just the familial dimension of faith, like the church, knowing that like this German community sacrificed so much, and that my great-great-grandfather was one of those. That the whole church came together to make something so beautiful. Awesome. That has resided to this day. So a lot of these churches, 130, 140 years old, they're there still because people put care and attention and love and resources into it.
What is your great-great-grandfather's name?
Emil.
What is my great-great-grandfather's name?
Jeff.
I'm hoping you know.
No, it's impossible.
I would love if you would find out for me.
Right.
Like you have
you've got a connection to your ancestors that a lot of people don't have.
Right.
Yeah, but if you find out, will you just text me?
Maybe.
Will you make a stained glass of my great-great-grandfather?
No.
What if he's a saint, guys?
Well, if he's a saint,
It's a setup.
But the donor has to have the same name.
So I'm the donor. God. Am I? Well, we're going to do something great right now with you.
This game is called Blessed Are the Joke Makers, for they shall inherit the great points.
That's right.
That's all we're going to get is great points.
Yeah, that's right.
I could win the whole season
You're
right
just
now.
getting great amount of points.
And the way this is going to work, we've got a Catholic card game card, a character card. We have to answer the prompt on the Catholic card game card as this character. And you get to award all the points to one person based on purely who you enjoyed the most.
Are you live tweeting this, Anna? Do people still do live tweeting?
I don't know.
Like at the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
A pass to
I think
Jimmy's.
She's live YouTubing this.
She's periscoping it. Remember that?
Do you work at the plant? It's not called a plant. Do you work at the
studio.
art factory?
Studio. He said it like 8 times.
Factory.
I don't, but that is how we met.
Oh, they met through this. Okay, hold on. Well, we'll get
We're
to that.
going to get there later.
That's
okay.
the Friday
topic
episode.
of discernment. on Friday.
All right, here we go. But the character that we all have to become is as an AI robot, and the prompt: Jesus performed the miracle of blank, but it was never recorded.
This is a stupid one.
Jesus performed the miracle of turning sand into blown glass, but it was never recorded because the Freis hadn't been born yet.
I think I did mine. I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm going to be inspired or I won't be.
Okay.
One of those two things is going to happen.
I am the Catholic version of ChatGPT, ChatJP2, and I am here to answer your theological queries. Yes, you have the question about the miracle that is not recorded. Well, that is very simple. You see, Jesus was a big fan of growing your own goats, and he would create them out of nothing, ex nihilo, as we say in the faith. And he got in trouble for how many goats and donkeys he grew out of nothing.
Jesus performed the miracle of miniature donkeys chasing off a sheep in wolf's clothing.
Closing?
Yeah.
I don't think AI is that good. I think it just had like one of those little brain dump moments.
Well, AI hallucination. That was very realistic.
I'm so in character.
A-I-A-I-O. Because we're doing animals.
Very good.
Nay.
Well, that was something.
Yeah.
What nay you?
Well, Paul's was very well delivered.
Thank you.
Nick, you really catered.
Oh.
You played the audience there very well.
Sure.
Pander. Yeah.
Catered.
Let's do that.
We cater around here.
I'm going to go with Nick on this one.
Oh,
I got all the points.
Great points.
You got great points. We're going to give you something beautiful for being our beautiful celebrity guest judge. Do you know what saint this is?
Do not. Is that Sister Wilhelmina?
No, this is actually Sister Theodore Guerin.
Oh, yeah. She was
Oh, yeah.
Sisters of Divine Providence.
For sure. Everybody knows
nice.
that here at the BeatiDudes. That actually has something to do with Indiana.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
same area of the woods.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
woods,
yeah.
the 10-acre woods. We'll see you after the break. His way at work. Howdy, co-hosts.
Yo!
What's up?
I love working with you guys. And what I think is so wild is how many people out there say you should separate work life from personal life. Y'all have heard that?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about all that.
Here, we don't believe it. We think your work life and your personal life should be combined with your
Spiritual life.
And that's why we combined with hiswayatwork.com. This is a group that helps you to dedicate through consecration your entire business to the
Sacred Heart of Jesus.
That's right. Make Jesus the CEO of your business by going through the consecration, and you can get your own kit. What you do is you go to the website
HWAW.com.
and then you put in the code.
Undivided 10.
That'll give you some money off. And then you can go through and do your own consecration prayers.
It's powerful.
It's meaningful.
Changing.
And it brings the Lord into all that you do.
We love you, Jesus. Sacred Heart of Jesus,
Have mercy on us.
Hiswayatwork.com.
HWAW.
That's what I meant. Nick, when it comes to investing, I just feel like money and morality don't always line up. What's the answer?
Often that's the case, but our friends at Aquinas Wealth Advisors have a really great solution. It's called the Faith and Finance Score. You go on their website and you put in your info. They tell you where you're invested and where it doesn't actually line up with where you want to be.
So you mean I don't just have to funnel money towards a retirement fund where I don't know what it's investing in?
That's right, you don't. And you don't even have to give up or sacrifice returns. You can get both.
So just get on the computer, bing, and I type in the website.
AquinasWealth.com. It takes longer to type than it does to get your faith and finance score.
Thanks, guys. Great job, Nick.
You betcha.
You know what I think is hard about starting a business? Healthcare, for crying out loud. It's expensive. It's intimidating. At the end of the day, you're probably paying for stuff you don't even agree with. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
I knew you could. So what we did is we started working with Solidarity Health Share. Totally different. These folks are aligned with us morally and ethically. And even the structure from a cost perspective works for us as we're launching businesses, as we're growing our families. And I don't know if you know this, but a couple times my kids went to the hospital in the last 2 years.
They sure have.
Yours?
But Solidarity has walked with us through all of it, including some crazy stuff for Benny Pro, my little boy. So all of this to say, I would encourage anybody out there thinking about their own business, their own needs, check out Solidarity Health Share for a better alternative to regular healthcare. So check out learnmore.solidarityhealthshare.org/BeatiDudes.
Stop what you're doing and listen to the BeatiDudes.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here with Aaron Frei, and I was just enjoying your face as we listened to that great music, bringing us back from break.
Beautiful.
You're a man who appreciates beauty. I thought you were really appreciating that music there.
Oh, that music. No, who composed that?
Catholic Music Initiative.
Dave and Lauren Moore.
Okay.
True story.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, she's like operatic.
She is.
So are we.
She's trained in orchestral, I
So
believe.
if somebody's listening to this, and we do have people that listen.
If that's a silly word.
We've actually had tons
For
of subscriber
those who are listening.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We've had tons of subscriber growth recently.
absolutely.
It's awesome.
Don't blow it now, Aaron.
Yeah. So please share, like, and subscribe.
Don't mouth blow it now. No, like people that are listening that are part of a diocese, a parish, they're in the trades. Like, do these people already know about you, or do we need to get your name out there more? Is it just called, what's it called?
Yeah, is our
The
website?
studio?
Yeah, there's a website. Amelfrei.com is the website. The studio, Amel Frei. So it's just like Emily, but without the Y. So Amel is, some people pronounce it that way.
Oh, I see. E-M-I-L.
Right. EMIL.FREI.com.
Nice.
It's a beautiful webpage. Some of the portfolio, we've done probably 8,000 to 10,000 churches. Naturally, we're not going to put images of more than 20 churches on a website, but it's still worthwhile. It's a beautiful little catalog to look at. It's not actually a catalog because we don't sell anything ready-made. Everything is specifically designed.
Yeah.
But so amelfrei.com. We do stained glass and mosaics.
Mosaics,
because mosaics
I feel like
are
mosaics are having a little renaissance.
they are having a renaissance. Yeah, they're just extremely expensive. They make stained glass look like the cheap alternative. Yeah.
Wow.
And if you are ever in St. Louis, I like being a tour guide for St. Louis highlights. And people always think of, the St. Louis Arch. Okay, that's great. I've been up there too many times that it's lost its luster for me.
Sure.
But the one thing you do need to see in St. Louis is the new Cathedral Basilica.
I've heard.
Oh my goodness.
I've been there.
It is incredible. And then my family was the one that did probably around 70 to 80% of the mosaics in that. It's the largest collection of mosaics in, I think, the Western Hemisphere.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That's a big part of the earth.
That's right.
Good job, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
No, that's incredible.
Break that down for people.
It was like number 2 or 3, and they raised one spot when a basilica in Turkey collapsed. So that was
Actually,
Gosh, what a strange day.
I know.
It's like, well, puts and takes here.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible to be a part of. So did you guys help? Like, did your studio help with parts of that basilica?
Yeah. So the new Cathedral Basilica, actually, the cardinal, it was Cardinal Glennon at that time, approached my great-great-grandfather because the rest of the mosaic studios out there were so crazy expensive, and he wanted a local option to make it cheaper.
Sure.
And he knew that this young, enterprising German had a big labor force, talented people, and said, would you mind starting up a mosaic branch of the stained glass of your firm?
And he was like, well, I could piece one together.
Yeah. So actually what he did was he did team up with a Berlin firm called Pool and Wagner. And remember at this time, too, is that you have German industry just decimated by World War I. Mm-hmm. So you've also got all this amazing German talent coming over, immigrating. Mm-hmm. And so you've got cheap labor, amazing talent, and what happens is a lot of these beautiful churches in these Catholic cities like St. Louis and Chicago and Milwaukee and Cincinnati. Yeah.
So like at a cocktail party, you're like, people are like, oh, what do you do for work? Like, I do consulting. And then you're like, oh, if I say what I do, I'm going to talk for the next hour and a half. Because people have so many questions.
Skip me, come back to me at the end.
He looked at his wife because apparently this has happened.
And I I try not to say, because
Yeah, of course.
then it just
I
becomes
believe
a
it, yeah.
game of 101 questions.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
But it's fun.
It's like, here's my card. It explains most of it in an FAQ.
It's made of glass.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
stained glass business card. Can you do that?
No, not really.
Do you?
That's a
That would
retail
be
option.
actually kind of cool.
Since you won't sell to
very
the
cool.
average
That would.
consumer, perhaps you would donate making this tiny table a mosaic. We're not going to pay you because I don't want to break your rules. But if you want to make this a mosaic, and what you need to write in hand, it's going to look like handwriting. Timmy was here.
No,
No.
no. We got to have him on the show first.
Wait. It's going to take him like 3 years to
Oh,
put
that's
this
true. It
together.
does take
So
3
come
years.
on.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's a good point.
Every day he just puts one little square. That's why it takes so
Tim,
long.
hurry up.
He's got 10, he's got 300 projects going each day. Each project gets one square.
But he has to do it in person because we need the table.
Wow. Wow.
So
No, that's very cool.
We're gonna be getting ready for Friday's episode, and by that I mean sleeping 4 nights. That's not
Between Monday and Friday.
Thank
I
you.
got you.
Thank you. But today's Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're gonna be coming back. We're gonna be talking about all sorts of discernment, and some of that involves the wonderful woman here, Anna, who melted your heart in some sort of artistic way. We're going to find out all of that. Last question. Do you have any scars on your hand from,
Yeah.
I was looking earlier
So,
for like piranha bites, but like, what, let's see what we got
No,
going here.
the glass
Look at
cuts.
this. What is that? Is
Yeah,
that
there's
just-
there's some over here.
on your
There's
tongue?
one. No, I don't actually even cut glass anymore. You would get cut probably 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Glass cuts really aren't bad. They bleed like crazy, but they don't infect. I'd much rather get cut by glass than by steel. So yes, always. We have our first aid kit is just a roll of masking tape.
Let's just get
Because
over it.
it is actually, yeah, pretty much. And so you'll see in our
What did you
busy
think?
week.
You work at a glass factory.
But
Dad, I'm 11.
oh, it's really funny when we're at a restaurant and a glass will fall off the table. And I start picking it up, and the waitress is like, "Don't do that! You're gonna cut yourself." Like, no, look,
Ma'am, I'm a professional.
Man,
I cut myself with glass all the time.
man, when I'm done cleaning this up, you'll be able to sell it on eBay.
It'll be a
Give me 3
chandelier.
years. You'll love.
Pizza Hut's going to love your stupid mistake in this restaurant.
Oh, that's awesome.
now pay me.
Well, now, hey,
Yes, he's-
literally, now you can just on your business card put a QR code to this episode, and people are like, "What do you do?" Just it's easier.
These guys explain it.
Also, there's 5 minutes on donkeys, but you can skip that.
That's the most contentious donkey talk in my life.
It's been contentious in our house too.
Contentious donkey talk is like an amazing concept. Like if I had a blog, that's what it would be called. But contentious donkey talk.
.blogspot.com.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
All right, Miss Space, what do you got for us? You want to take us
Well,
out?
we will see you in all of the beauty that surrounds us, and for the rest of you, we will
See you in the Eucharist.
God bless.
Stained glass.
Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to join us at our undersized table, subscribe to the video version of the show on YouTube by typing @ that's the symbol @ so shift and 2 on your keyboard, @ the _ BeatiDudes on YouTube. We'll see you there.